Hey everyone, welcome back to Mirra Freestyle BMX Maximum Remix. I'm Incetic, and with me on this video is Blank Tester.
Hey, how's it going, kids?
So, we got through the Pro Tour, and then that competition level. We got another bike, and so now we're headed into the Acclaim Max Games. This is, again, another set of 3 levels that were competition levels in the original Dave Mirra, but are now challenge-based.
Dope.
Yeah. So we got another kind of
dirt
level,
well?
then street convert. Yeah, I think these work pretty well. Westward Cliffs, this first one, is maybe a little weird, like, because they didn't have a million things to be able to use, but I think they still made the most of it.
Carved into a... Oh.
Magnificent beach cliffside, yes.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever seen a cliff, like, in person, that's not facing a beach or part of a canyon.
I mean...
You know, we're just too...
water erosion.
Yeah, but I mean, like part of a cliffs aren't generally... Like, I don't think of them as being part of a canyon. I think of it just being like a canyon and a canyon wall. But like you know, in Looney Tunes cartoons, you'd always see like Wile E. Coyote runs off a cliff, and it's just like more land down there. You know, and you never really see that. Well, maybe I've just never really seen them.
Well, like, flying into Las Vegas, you kind of see some sort of things like that. You know, cliffs that are just below... I'm sorry, that are just on top of more land, but even then, you know, it's probably like a river long ago. Or
like a sheer rock
like
face that's left
like,
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't spend a whole lot of time out there, so...
I just had to fly into Vegas for, you know, project, you know, start of the year.
And I see what you mean about this maybe not having so much going on.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, since it was originally a competition, it was just like dirt jumps back and forth down to this beach.
Yeah.
And on the beach, you've got some stuff.
A couple things, yeah.
Still. Yeah. I mean, though, kind of like I said, they worked with what they had. And, at least the challenges go by semi-fast.
Yeah.
You know, once again, you're not taking a minute 45 of that 2 minutes to even get somewhere to do one of the challenges.
Yeah.
And then you jump onto Pro, and it's like, do the same things as before, but now you gotta add some extra tricks in there. You know, before it was just jump the ravine, now it's jump the ravine doing a flip driver.
That's a cool trick, but like...
Or jump the rock doing a nothing.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then jump over that spine and come down on the other side.
Yeah.
Transfer to the secret trail?
Yeah.
Is this the secret trail? Oh.
Yeah, there's a jump right up there.
Huh.
I guess it's not super secret, but if you didn't know to go look for it,
yeah.
You might
and that was in the original? In the original competition level?
That there was a path over here? Yeah, I believe so.
Huh.
I believe so. I mean, it does lead to kind of a sick jump.
Well, that's kind of cool,
You know, you could get like a double backflip or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, look at it.
But again, I mean, that was already 3 of the 4 challenges. We just got to ride down to the beach, and then here it's do one trick over a bunch of different ramps.
Gosh, those trees look really weird.
Oh no, we're back to the weird trees and such.
Like, they're just so thick. I don't know how else they could have done it, but...
They feed off that seawater, I guess. They're salt trees.
Salt, yeah, they're full of salt.
Salt trees.
You light the tree on fire, and then when it burns away, you're left with a column of salt.
Damn.
Yeah. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah in here.
Shit.
Yeah. That's actually where the tale of Sodom and Gomorrah comes from. In the original version, he was smoking weed, which they wrote as burning trees, and then in a translation, it kind of became literal, and it was like, you know, burning the tree leaves a pillar of salt, and then You know, to
Yeah,
make the story more dramatic, they turned it into, you know, it was his wife who turned into the Pillar of Salt. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of stuff in there that were probably metaphor, but, yeah.
And they turned into similes.
I mean, knowing this is California, probably. I mean, so
Yeah.
you got those palm trees, and it's like, you know, those aren't natural. You know, you brought those over.
Yeah. Pier 10.
Yeah, so now we're on to Pier 10, and actually this level, not only was it a competition, but it was actually daytime in the original game, and now they've set it during the night, so they played with the time of day, and
That's kind of cool.
I think this is the only level they did that with.
Weird.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a pretty good level. It's got some kind of annoying challenges, but the most annoying is in the hardcore sets, so we won't see that in this video.
Oh, good.
But yeah, kind of some piers, cool jump down into a sand pit, you know.
Where I saw something about Shark Country. Are there sharks on this map?
No,
Like
I think
water?
it's just
Is it don't fall into the water? Is there water in this?
You can go onto the pier, and so I guess I presume you can jump over the railing.
Yeah, and there's probably no shark.
But they don't have like a ton of ramps over there and such. Like you go onto the pier to manual, you know, do a manual challenge.
Wasn't that a surfing game where you could, if you swim out too far, a shark will come and eat you?
Yeah, that was Trans World Surf.
Yeah.
Well, Trans World Surf, you swam out too far, a shark would eat you and bring you back in. Or in the Splashdown games, you'd go too far outside the map and a giant octopus would throw you back into the map.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are neat little top 10 Easter eggs in extreme sports games.
Yeah, that's pretty much like 3 out of 10, because not a ton of Easter eggs hidden in these.
I mean, you can always just list off things that aren't Easter eggs but are neat, and people will complain about it in the comments.
Or list off new things, like things you invented.
Yeah, just like, yeah.
I remember.
It's like, wait, I should really make that top 10 list I was telling you about yesterday.
Do you want to tell the viewers?
I mean, like, I kind of, because I don't think I will make it.
Alright.
Realistically, probably won't end. You know what? I'll just not make the video. But the idea of the video was gonna be, it was gonna be top 10 celebs you won't believe died, and you will say died this year, and then it'll be like people will be like, oh shit, and I'll have like a picture of some famous person, like I don't know, like fucking
like George Clooney or something.
Yeah, George Clooney in the thumbnail, and people are like, oh shit, did George Clooney die? And they watch the video, and it'd be like 10 celebs who didn't die. They're not dead. And that's what I mean when I say these are 10 celebrities you will not believe are dead because they were recently seen alive.
Yes.
They're not dead.
Yeah.
You know? Kendall Jenner is, you know, currently going out with her boyfriend the weekend, blah, 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 and things are getting serious. Number 9.
Yeah.
Louis C.K. is prepping for another season of his hit show on FX. Number 8.
Don't worry. He's alive.
He's fine, you know. And it's real easy for him to prep for his show because he's not dead.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Bottom QP to top QP? Oh, jeez. That's a reference only people in the Still Donut Discord.
Yeah, only people who follow our other swag
in the tiny
channel.
subset, yeah.
Only people who follow our other swag channel, the Steel Donut Collective, where when we read and riff on bad writing on the internet.
This is
bad
totally
media
not a
in
pitch
general.
right now.
Yeah. I was watching one of my
us?
older videos earlier, and we did the same awkward-ass pitch. Like, we're just going to keep doing it. Like, you guys can't escape. Like, you're in Insetic country now. I'm going to do bad
Yeah, I mean,
pitches
if you
for
like
Steel Donut,
Insetics videos for the sports stuff, cool. Thanks for coming. But if you think we're at all funny or
you all know
interesting,
that I'm a really occulta personality, baby.
yeah, if you like our sense of humor or whatever, you really do check us out. It's pretty much just us shooting the shit over there. So if you want more of that, we got a lot of content over there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's more view time over there than there is on the Insetic channel. Just because the videos are longer.
Yeah, I got about... I started this 5 years ago, so I got about double the videos on my channel.
Double the number of videos, but I mean, we've got over a week of continuous content over there.
Yeah.
If you watched it back to back.
Yeah. But anyway, so here's what I'm talking about. I mean, you can get on the pier, but...
Doesn't look like you can get in the water.
Yeah,
that's alright.
There, man. Yeah, that's all.
I mean, they said it's not really like false advertising or anything.
Yeah, they would just add in extra, flavor
flair to what they're...
Flavor and flair and all that shit.
Oh, did you have to do it? Oh, gosh. Did you have to do it off the lower part?
You just have to get within the contents of the space marked, and the ramp in front gives you too much air.
Oh, gosh.
So, I mean...
Maybe with a different control scheme it would...
Yeah, honestly, to me, I'm getting a little annoyed at the amount of challenges where, like, if I'm playing it in one control scheme, I think
it's just, yeah.
It's probably easier in the other one. Like, it's becoming
more
and more...
you shouldn't have to change the control scheme. Even, like, each control scheme should work well, like, for every challenge.
I think I'm using B right now, and so that's why I was getting too much air, because I was getting perfect jumps.
Yeah.
And it is kind of getting on my nerves how many times getting the best amount of speed is too much, because it seemed designed for you losing speed setting up for a jump, or it seems like it's designed for you to get perfect jumps,
Yeah, maybe it was like two different devs working on, two different guys, or two different teams, or two different guys working on testing the levels, and one guy's using one control scheme, one guy's using the other, and they don't cross-check each other's work. Like, oh, I'll test this level, and you test that level, and then I say, yeah, this is good, and you say, yeah, that's good, and if anybody goes in using the other control scheme.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a pretty neat start to a level.
Yeah, this is Shiloh Dunes, kind of an abandoned missile test site, they said.
Huh.
Yeah.
Weird.
I know that, like, in the more recent Matt Hoffman videos, Matt and Vin and I...
Hoffman? Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Hoffman himself, Matt Troxman himself.
Yeah.
No, this was Matt Trox, but, I mean, we were talking about some of the levels in there and how they seem themeless, like, one is just... Matt was getting on the case of the treatment plant level, because it's, like, just a treatment plant where they just slapped treatment plant things down. And... I mean, I was cool with the level because it rode well. Like, I'm kind of looking at things in how well do they ride,
Yeah.
Not just, like, how much does each part contribute to the move. I mean, I get that that's a big thing for people. And it's...
Yeah.
If every level in this game were just the Montana custom level from Tony Hawk, then I'd be like, what is this game?
Yeah.
But I feel like the levels are set together fairly well here.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely, you definitely know you're in this level by the stuff in it.
And I mean, like, I don't really care so much about the theming at all, because, like, to me, I've never really considered the theming a huge part of pretty much any extreme sports game, because at the end of the day, you are still taking a bunch of walls and floors and converting them into slopes, which is unrealistic anyways. Like, there's a lot of... I don't think I see any quarter pipes or half pipes in real life pretty much ever in any scenario. If I'm at the park or at the library or at a missile test site, you know. So, like, I'm already kind of pulled out of the realism of it, so I don't really care about the theming. And, like, I get how someone else might care, and, like, I understand, like, you should definitely, if you've got a theme for a level, you should definitely try to make the challenges relevant to that.
I'm not...
You're opening up some kind of gate, and that's doing something, like, that's cool, but, I don't care.
I'm not talking about, like, and I'm not saying you're saying this, but I'm just saying, I'm not talking about how, like, if you have a jungle level, there needs to be, like, snakes and monkeys swinging around everywhere.
Right.
But just, like... I mean, you think of Tony Hawk 5, and one of the many complaints are that those levels are so similar and so boring.
Yeah.
They're just like ramps and rails put together.
Now, you know what was one level that really disobeyed what I was just saying about, like, you know, you're talking about like half pipes or quarter pipes and half pipes just kind of thrown around in a quote-unquote themed level. Another Z-Axis game, Aggressive Inline. I mean, the museum level looks and feels very much unique, but also feels and looks like a museum. And, like, you grind on shit that's museum-y.
Yeah, like, they had a big dinosaur exhibit, and they worked in, like grinding around on dinosaurs to get, you know.
And it's not just like, oh, there just happens to be very conveniently placed lots of real rails and, like, quarter pipes and half pipes. Like, they tried to work in the theme to the, oh my gosh, that's animated.
Yeah,
that's cool as fuck.
We hit all the gates, and so it took the walls down, and there's straight up a fan that'll lift you up in the air, you know?
Oh, that is so cool.
And you know me, you know? Back in all the Halos, I'd throw man cannons in every level, so...
Yep.
I'm down for this. I'll fuck to this development.
I don't know if I ever... Do you remember Dietrich?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dietrich was a friend of mine, for context for the viewers. Dietrich was a friend of mine from middle school and high school. And Dietrich, I introduced Dietrich and Connor, and they hung out like a couple times, not that often, but like, I remember Dietrich made a level in Halo 3 in Forge, and he used man cannons, and I remember there was like, he had different setups, and he had like different stuff, like, you jump from here to there and there to there, and then I saw there was one where the man cannons were just kind of placed in the floor, and I was like, the fuck is this? What is this supposed to be? And he's like, yeah, well, I was trying to put the man cannons down in a particular place, and they kind of glitched into the floor, and I can't reach them anymore. So I can't delete them. And so I was like, okay, so what happens if I walk on it? It's like right in the middle of a battlefield. I jump, stand on it, it launches you straight into the ceiling and kills you.
Nice.
And I was like, really? You just finished your level after that? Like, I would have just restarted.
It's a feature, my dude.
It's not.
Yeah. Everyone loves those pockets of instant death that are in all those,
it's just you're walking around and you
levels.
see... Yeah, if you just miss that there's like a little bit of a purple glow on the ground over here, you'll just die. Just launch into the ceiling and ragdoll.
Oh, man.
I kind of want to go back to...
Yeah.
To
making cool-ass
some
levels.
cool levels, yeah.
Yeah.
I also wish we'd done what we were talking about doing back then with Halo 3 and, like, just looked at levels.
Yeah,
like, of that.
Blank Tester and I had this series idea in mind, like, back when we were just in high school. Like,
yeah, like, before I'd even been on any of his LP videos.
Before I'd even thought of starting them. I mean...
Yeah.
This would have just been, like, hey, I've got a channel, but I just post stupid Halo stuff on it.
Oh, shit, was that intent? Oh.
Yeah, the sombrero thingy also has a bouncy top. Huh. There's quite a couple kind of fan bouncy pad things in this game.
Yeah, super jumps.
But anyway, so like Bob and I, both played Halo Reach. I think it started with Halo Reach.
And then we ended up going back to Halo 3 for some of it.
But we'd look at people's levels that they were posting online, or like, in the most recent level search, and like we'd download some of the levels, and then like they'd usually be pretty bad.
Some of them were decent, but a lot of them were like, here's a base, and I don't know how to lay out weapons on a map, so here's a big weapon pile.
Yeah,
which is a dump.
We'd start getting running jokes going about like the armories these people would put in.
Yeah, it's
which made it all the more hilarious when at the end of Halo 4 there's literally a straight up fucking armory at the end of the final level. But like we'd look at these levels and we'd basically just kind of riff them to ourselves.
Yeah, like just to each other we were telling jokes and stuff. And like one of the things we found was, I still remember this, it was called Hoos.
Hoos, yeah.
Not house. Hoos. And this person had tried to make a little house, and the description for it just read Cossie. Not cozy. Cossie. And it was like this tiny little house, but all the spawn points on the map were the same. So like you'd still spawn away from the house, and you'd have to like walk over to it. But it was like literally just like some walls, a roof.
Just like a shack.
like a fucking shack. There was no furniture inside.
But,
and,
like, people would try to do such dumb shit with it. Like, they'd try to make stairs by putting these small pieces next to each other, but, like, the way things work, you just get stuck on the stairs.
Yeah, like, why couldn't you just do a slope? Like, no, you have to do stairs.
So, yeah, I mean, Bob and I had this idea. We'd, like, record ourselves playing around with the level and, like, taking the shit out of it, but we never...
But, I mean, yeah, like, neither of us has an Xbox One right now, and... it's I don't really want to do it for Halo 5, and I'm like,
Yeah, because you can actually do some really cool stuff in Halo 5.
Yeah, there's some really neat Forge stuff there.
Meanwhile, if you want to hear us riff and make fun of bad internet media, go over to the Steel Diamond Collective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to put a link in the description, or just
by this point, sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But, yeah, so that was the Acclaim Max games. You know, we got through those 3 levels. Those were the last 3 challenge levels, and so now we're going on to the last comp... Well, there is that level that's been locked off since the start of the game, but we're going to the competition level that is grouped in with what we just did.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, see you there.